Here we have our sound designers. They are working with all the titles simultaneously, so they try to support the other teams as much as they can with sound and music. We also have our own sound studio, so we can record both sound effects and music as we need. Next to them we have the animators.
What I'm briefly doing now is working within a 3D software package to animate the characters that we see in-game. Here I have a particular character which is one of the enemy characters which you see in BC. From here I can actually manipulate the character and animate him in any pose that I desire him to be in. And from here, once we're actually happy with the moves that we actually create for the characters, then we can actually go ahead and export them into the game. And there's where you see all the characters actually interacting with the player.
The animation aspect in Bionic Commando is looking at what the style is in Japan, in a sense, what they've created back then, what's there now, and then give it our, I guess, more Western spin on it. So a lot of it for my sake and making the animations work in game has been listen to Ulf's creative direction, take some inspiration from a variation of anime movies and look at games that are presently there and just kind of see what's considered a Japanese style of animation and what we can do with that for a Western standpoint, because we're much more based upon realism in a sense. And right now we have a, I don't know, really heavy arm with a guy that can swing around, and we want to convey that in a realistic way, but also make moves that are dynamic and actually convey a lot of action.
So here we have the concept artists. Currently we just have 2 of them because the rest they are out traveling.
Currently we're just working on the environments and trying to help the level designers actually come up with ideas for the final look and atmosphere of the game. So we start off with blockouts. With the blockouts we then try to imagine how it would finally look with lighting and atmosphere and effects. You can see here we have the fire elements, which would obviously be used to try to deter the player from getting further down on the ground. So we're basically trying to force the player to keep high up and swinging from ledge to ledge. Yeah, so basically we're just helping the design team come up with ideas and try to give a vision up to the final game and its visuals.
The main goal with our animations in game are basically to convey a certain sense of the old game and how that worked in 2D and bridge the gap into 3D. But when you see it in 2D, things are a little bit more simple. Suddenly you make the bridge into 3D where you can see a swing. You can swing a 360-degree swing in any direction you want. You can connect onto anything. So it's looking at what we could take out of the old game and still make it feel like you'd had the same abilities and do the same things, but still remain like have a certain integrity to what the creative director wanted with the game, plus our inspirations. One of the main challenges has definitely been the swing, because it's pretty unique to Bionic Commando. And in full 3D, when you're looking and can connect to anything, that can bring you anywhere, it can land you anywhere. It really needs to work smooth. It needs to blend into anything you want to do afterwards. You can't have any pauses. You can't just land on the ground and let the player not have a positive feel of oh, now I can't do anything, I'm waiting. So it needs to be constant all the time.
So here we have the engine team. They work on our diesel engine, make sure that it is up to date, provide the gameplay programmers and the design team with the features that are needed.
Now I'm working on tracing down some memory leaks, which is not perhaps so exciting visually. I just have a long list of memory that we use in 2 different situations and trying to see where we are leaking memory.
Bionic Commando is a game that involves a lot of different aspects. We have the wire mechanic, which is the main thing, the focus of the game. We have the gun mechanics, which reminds of any major shooter. And we also have the adventure aspect, in which we try to incorporate puzzles where you have to use the arm. You have to search the environments and explore the game world. My own relationship to the original Bionic Commando goes far back. I'm 31 years old, so I've played the original quite a bit. And just getting a chance to sit and evaluate what made that game great and then actually incorporating it into ours has been very interesting.